Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So here we are solving the problem that is Blobby Volley scores, and the problem states that Alice and Bob are playing a game of Blobby Volley. In this game, in each turn one player is the server and another player is the receiver. Initially Alice is the receiver and Bob is the server. If server wins the point in this turn, score increases by 1 and they remain as the server for the next turn. But if receiver wins point in this turn, the score does not increase and they become the server in the next turn. So your score would increase only when you win a point and you are a server. So we see the sample input and output in this case, and string A and B here denotes Alice and Bob's and mention that they won that point. So let the case be of AAA. Now here AAA means Alice won all the 3 times. So we see first Alice is the server and Bob is the receiver. Alice wins, so again Alice will be the server and Bob will be the receiver. So the score will be updated of Alice to 1-0 in the first turn and 2-0 in the second turn and 3-0 in the next turn. Now let's see the case where both are involved. Let's say A B A B B. So first, in the first turn, Alice won the game. So Alice is the server and Bob is the receiver. Alice wins. Score is updated to 1. Now Bob wins. Bob is the initially Bob's score is 0. Okay. Now Bob wins. Bob is the receiver and Alice is the server. So Bob becomes the server here. So Bob is updated to server and Alice is updated to receiver, but the score remains the same because as mentioned in the question, Bob was the receiver and not the server, hence its score will not increase. Moving on to next, for Alice also we see now Alice becomes the server, Bob's become receiver, so the score will not be updated. Next we move to Bob. Now in this case Bob becomes server, Alice becomes receiver. You see in all the cases the receiver was winning, so we are not updating the score. Now at last again Bob wins. Now Bob is the server, so his score will be updated to 1 and Alice is still the receiver. So our final output will be 1-1, which is mentioned here. Now in the next case, in BABAB, we can see Bob is the receiver in the first case, so the score is 0. So initially both are 0. Then we move to Alice. Now in this case Bob has been moved to server and Alice is receiver, hence again 0. Like this alternatively their score will be 0 and this will be the output. Now the approach is very simple. We can see that whenever Alice is the receiver and we have, suppose string is S, so whenever we have S of I equal to A and server is initially defined as A, and if server is also equal to A, if both these conditions are met, then we add a score of 1 to this score of A. So we can define score of A and we can add 1 to this whenever these both conditions are satisfied. Similarly in case of B we can do, if server is B and S of I is B, we can have the score of B added as 1. But in the case when server is A but the string is B, we would make server as B. Suppose server is A and string is B. We would not update any score, but we would make server equal to B in this case. So server becomes B. Similarly, in the case when server equal to B, but the character which we are iterating is A, then we would assign server equal to A. Writing all these four conditions would run this code easily, and I hope you can run all the test cases and we can see that this gives us the correct answer. Hope you guys understand this solution. Thanks for watching.